Greetings, Twilight Struggle fans, and welcome to Game of the Week here on Action Round Zero. I'm joined by J.R. Jones. This is Justin Abramson. We've got something a little different for you today as Zerun He that takes on Po Liu in the semifinals of Chinese League. We don't often get Chinese players here on Action Round Zero, so I hope this will be a treat for you. We know about the differing play styles of the Chinese players, a little bit different from the more conservative styles of the Western players. So we can talk more about that as the game progresses. And without further ado, let's just get to this one. So wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is for you, buckle up and enjoy a couple of players from the Far East going at it here in an important Chinese League game. This is the playoffs, winner to the finals. So hope you enjoy it. J.R. Jones, going to bring him in now. J.R. No longer a member of Junta, but still certainly loves his Twilight Struggle. J.R., can you break this opening hand down for me?
Justin, I don't know what to say about this opening hand because I think that this is every card you theoretically want in your hand, turn one as the Soviets, pretty much. The problem here that you're going to run into is you have 5-year plan and both D cards, and you're going to run into that problem where you don't have enough ops to spread out everywhere you want. This might just be a D call headline if it was me.
Yeah, the problem with this hand is too many events and not enough ops. This is an unbelievable hand. Purge, Nasser, Govs, and Vietnam. I would say are the best four headlines for the USSR. Decall, obviously, if you are someone who likes to take those risks, that decall makes sense as well. Both D cards. This is an unbelievably strong hand, but could actually wind up being tricky to play. Okay, well, Post selects correctly and knocks out Middle East in the headline.
Yeah, I mean that's a huge one, and I don't mind following it up with Vietnam like this at all. I normally I'm not a big D call headliner, but with this hand, I think I would have been okay with it. Oof.
Oh my goodness. And a coup misses on Vietnam. Because what I was about to say is, yeah, that's fine. But what you don't want to do is get into a Vietnam coup war because you need to get DEF CON down for these D cards.
Right, I agree with that. And I'm glad to see. Sometimes you don't want to take Lao because you don't want to get into a coup war over that, but we want to just start working on getting DEFCON down, so we don't want to get knocked out of that area. So I like taking both of those countries.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Marshall, that's obviously makes sense. But yeah, I'd be cooing here for sure. I think I'd coup Iran with Fidel. And I don't like Zarun's decision not to get out of Iran. Marshall's good, but I think it could have waited.
Yeah, and I know the Middle East is scored, but getting into the Pakistan and India side of the world is going to be very important here. If he gets knocked out of Iran here, he's in deep trouble in Asia and the Middle East when it comes back.
Yeah. Now, decall, obviously, it's great to have. But what decall doesn't do is get us Thailand because we already have it. And what it doesn't do is get us France because it doesn't threaten France because that's already been taken with the Chinese opening. So decall really is only going to help us in Africa. With that being the case, you really want DEFCON as low as it can possibly go before you trigger it. And we're going to run out of ARs here. I think I would take a coup of Iran immediately. And then pretty much no matter what I saw, I would take a coup of Panama.
Yeah, I was thinking you might just want to take the coup with the four up here, and try and bait him a little bit back into cooing you back in Iran, just because that helps you lower the DEFCON down,
Yeah, or
which
if
is
you
more
get a huge
important.
roll, that's fine. That gives you destall food. Yep. Okay. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, coup misses. Yeah, because if you roll a six with a four op coup, okay, it's not wasted because you can take those two ops back out. As it is, that would have left Poe with one in Iran. Instead, he just took the two op coup and it failed. So
Yeah,
now
and you
Zaroon
can't
presumably
imagine
goes
we're going to see
fills
it.
Iran back up, goes into Pakistan, right?
Yeah, you have to imagine that's what we're about to see here. And in that case, I don't mind just taking the big four up coup on Pakistan at that point. I'm always fine with risking the IP war.
Yeah, I think you take another. You've got to take another coup, right? Or you just decall now Angola, Zaire, Nigeria, Algeria. You accept that you're going to eat a coup. You take a coup back in Africa because I think you actually in
Yeah,
this
but then
weird situation you actually might prefer to decall at DefCon 4 to DefCon 3.
right, that does make sense, but using then purge on a coup in Angola or something just feels so bad to me. I
Yeah,
think I would consider risking the Pakistan coup here.
Yeah, I think so too. And like you said, I think I would have used. Ooh,
I don't know that I fully understand that one.
okay. So using China, I don't hate because that allows us to hold 5-year plan and one of the D cards. So I don't hate that,
Right.
but I don't think I would have used China in that way. I would have rather used it for a coup.
Yes, I agree. I no problem with using China here, and it's a good thing we did because that was barely enough. But I like this play better than the other one.
Okay, Europe. So yeah, what we didn't mention is we could have headlined Sock Govs and taken Italy, which is my go-to, and I think most players go-to against the Chinese opening. But we didn't have time to deal with Europe given all these other events we had in our hand.
No,
So I think it was the correct decision not to headline Sock Govs. But that
I
does
mean
mean Zerun gets Europe Dom off.
we would have been basically out of ops after headlining that and taking Italy. Like then you just have events for the rest of the turn, pretty much,
Yeah,
which kind of
and not
weakens
only
your
that,
position everywhere
obviously
else.
Zerun picks up 4 with Middle East. So
Right.
Zerun, as it is, up 5. It makes some sense, I think, for him to try a coup here. But of course, I think Poe is really hoping that's what he does because we've got a decall on AR6. Um, but I don't. I also don't think. I think our decall, regardless, our decall is going to be okay, and that's huge. It's exactly what Poe wanted to see. Now Angola, yeah, and I think it's still Zaire.
Yeah, boring, pretty boring decall, but I don't see something better unless you really wanted to break Indonesia, which I don't think seems super high priority. We've
Yep.
got the inside track on like 8 or 9 countries in Asia.
Oh, interesting. A poke of North Korea. Okay. Okay. Well, here we go. Turn 2. We get some ops. Um, AI war is very interesting, and it hits. Okay.
So you can just coup with Formosan, right? And then that's at least
Yes.
immediately turned off if he does want to.
Yes. Absolutely. I like the Formosan coup here, and it's a good decision to just. Obviously, the temptation to completely eliminate him from the Middle East was great, but the coup rolled a 1. So yeah,
Yeah,
I like that Formosan play. And now also, if we lose North Korea, that's too bad. But we're still going to get South Korea, and we're still going to have Dom.
yeah, exactly. And it would cost him the China card to do that.
Yep.
Well, I guess I forgot he's under containment, so he can probably take it without spending the China card here. Is this worth fighting over? Don't we just want to destall and start spreading out a bit? Like, I
Yeah.
think I might just take South Korea here, accept the North Korean loss, and then I can destall and spend the rest of my turn spreading out.
Well, the problem is we don't have a lot of D-style food. We're gonna have to
I
take
mean,
out of Austria.
Austria,
I
Finland.
don't really want to take out Austria though. With Italy only at 3.
Yeah, but Chinese players don't care about Europe. Everyone
Yeah,
knows that.
yeah, that's true. But yes, you're right. We want to get this D-stall off, and we still have 6 countries in Asia to what is about to be 3. Okay, there's that. Oh, okay. Pakistan flips an issue for us.
Yeah, I mean, now maybe we're not going to have Asia Dom. That's interesting.
Still going to have more battlegrounds. Yeah, that's pretty ineffectual and is going to do next to nothing.
Well, IP war is unseen, right? And now we have an unprotected India there just begging to get flipped at some point.
That's true. Defectors is good enough to take it. We still have Dom after all that. Okay, now we miss.
Now I assume we'd see IP war here if Zerun has it.
We now only have 5 countries to 4. So this should stop Asia Dom. No, not yes. Okay, he's going to stop Asia Dom. And yeah,
We
we've
kind
got a
of need to
D-stall.
destall.
We've got a D-stall right now.
That did solve our Austria problem. because now we have that op in France, at least until it gets Trumaned out.
Yeah. The extremely aggressive D-stall here, which I don't mind given the Asia situation. But we have a tough decision coming up on AR6. I mean, we don't have a decision at all, rather. We've already spaced. We're going to have to give US Japan. Now, okay, huge break that he had to dump Asia there. Because what I was going to say is we were in a situation where a poke is going to leave us dominated, or is going to leave Po dominated, rather.
Yeah. He's probably very glad to see Asia right there rather than at the start of turn 3. I mean, we still could see a poke here. I mean, we're about to get 3 shuffles, so it could come back, and I'm not sure what else we're doing except for probably taking France.
Yeah, we got to overprotect Pakistan. Okay, yeah, there. Okay, that was a really good containment turn. Ton of ops being played. Okay, well, we're happy to see Purge. Happy to see UN with our CIA.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm a big proponent of giving CIA when you can, but in this scenario, doesn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah, I don't want to give it the way Africa looks. I want to get. Yeah, I like the coup of Iran. Not quite enough.
I will say, Zerun played it very loose in the Middle East, lost Israel early, and never even got one into Iraq to protect, like, if one of these coups had hit in Iran.
Yeah, that's
I guess
true.
he did have access through Turkey.
And he went, yeah, he does. He went to Colombia. The other thing he didn't do is overprotect Pakistan. So I suspect we'll see him do that. He went to Colombia instead of overprotecting Pakistan, instead of getting into Iraq, instead of getting into Syria. Syria could have been good because then you take Lebanon as soon as DEFCON drops to 2. Oh boy, just a one-op play is going to retake. Yeah. I think that's right. Yep.
Yeah, I agree with this.
Boy, China card getting passed back and forth like a blunt today.
And we're going to go for the even realigns.
Even realigns on a hit. Okay, well, now we are certainly taking a coup in Colombia.
Yeah, I would use a 2-op for this. I don't think I would
we cannot fail this. Yeah, we can't have that happen, is what we cannot have.
Yeah, I think that was a little greedy. Because, I mean, if you used a 2-up there and you rolled a 1, you're sad you don't get into the top, but at least you're in the bottom and he's not in the top, which is an okay outcome.
A 1 is really no big deal, because then if he wants to go back in, okay, we just coup it again. If you roll with a 2. Yeah, now he takes Venezuela. The only positive is we don't give up mill-ops here. But, yeah, that was...
Yeah, it'll come down to if, we don't have a lot of great coup targets on this board, so taking a coup in Brazil next turn is okay, but...
Okay, so we got a space NORAD. This already is a very NORAD-friendly board for the U.S. Extremely NORAD-friendly. You've got Panama, Pakistan, South Korea all out there for NORAD on turn 3.
And then IP war, I mean, we need to overprotect Pakistan this time, right?
We need to overprotect Pakistan.
I don't know where the second one goes.
We also need to get into Libya, or some, like, both players playing extremely fast and loose in the Middle East. Zerun not getting into Iraq, allowing himself to potentially be couped out of there. And, okay, here's turn 4, Africa, okay. A nice hand here. Missile Envy, ABM, good to see, even though we can't headline Missile Envy. South African gives us Dom in the headline. I wonder if this is just an ABM coup, though, in case Zerun tries to cheat out South America.
I think I like ABM here. It covers so many options. You could take Middle East Dom with it. You could poke Europe with it. You could do something like any scoring. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
If
you could just
not,
flip
taking
France or
two is
Egypt, or
fine.
excuse me, France or Italy with this. Oh, okay. CRGs is not what we wanted to see.
So we have the choice. We can place some ops at some point, or we can protect Thailand because we're offering a Thailand flip with if we just take two coups here.
Yeah, but boy, Africa in our hand. No, I'm okay with this, but I'd rather have the fourth in Thailand, right?
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
But the
And
other
then
issue is you
AR1, we
don't
can
want to
take
give up
Africa
the.
Dom and then just
You do not want to give up the last coup right. I guess you could take a four-op coup of Algeria, and then give up a coup in one of the one stabs.
well, I'm thinking. I was thinking after this we'd probably have to place ops, right? Because otherwise we're offering a Thailand flip.
Right. Yeah. What I was saying is, yeah, okay, yeah, we're offering a Thailand flip. Um,
We have Africa in hand. Maybe he won't care. Maybe he'll say, "Screw it. You can flip Thailand if you want, and I'll score my big Dom in Africa."
we could also. I wonder if we also see Poe just say, you know what, I'm going to score on AR1. No, you can't allow a China card coup. You can't allow a big old China card coup.
Yeah, I was going to say this. This is interesting too because this prevents him from playing China card next. So if you get
Yeah.
a coup here, that's pretty nice for you.
Yeah, if we get a coup and then the coup back is just a two op, but we still aren't getting Africa Dom if we allow a two op coup in Africa. If this misses, we'll probably, I guess, I don't know. I don't know what we'd see. If this misses, I think we'd probably see Laos and Vietnam flipped, right? Rather than a coup in Africa.
Yeah,
That's what
I would
I'd do.
think so.
The fact that he's waiting so long suggests to me that he's going to miss. Yeah, sock govs. Sock govs is quite annoying though. I think you've got to.
Yeah, I mean that's a problem.
Yeah, you've got to use one of your two ops to take Italy back. Oh, he's going to take both back. Okay. Yeah. One Libya is fine. Now you're still allowing a big old China card coup. Yeah, I think I'd use the three.
Yeah, I'll give up the China card coup here. He still has to roll pretty decently on Thailand, and you get China card back.
Oh, and he misses. Now, the obviously downside of
Yeah.
him missing is we're giving up a coup in Africa and we're not scoring our dom.
So I don't think we need to overprotect there. What I would have done there, I think, is use the four op, take Thailand, poke Algeria, and then we have Algeria after that coup.
Yeah, that would have been much better because now we have to dump. No, I don't. I would have rather just scored
I mean,
there.
this is fine. Maybe he doesn't retake it, and we save one VP, and that was probably an event anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now
Now we're scoring.
now we're scoring. If the coup on Thailand hits, we get a coup, and then we also get our Africa dom. But because the coup misses, we kept Thailand, but we gave up a second coup, and we didn't score Africa.
Yeah,
I wonder if was it
I guess.
crazy to give up Thailand there? Giving up Thailand is almost never the right answer.
I mean, giving up Thailand there is worth like 9 VPs
Yeah.
of theoretical value, right? Like Southeast Asia 4, and then Asia like 5 for the Dom we have right now. I think you couldn't give up Thailand there.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Can we get into Libya? Okay, I understand this with nuke subs active. Like, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Particularly
And I think this last one should just be our man. Our man, you could poke if you're worried about the event, or you can just take Libya with it. I would just take Libya with it, I think.
Yeah, I would. I
Turn
think I would
4
have
and
poked with
go
our
through
man
this event.
first.
Yeah, that probably would have made sense.
But I guess, you know what? I guess he's planning on cooing with our man. Oh, what? That was Central. Central just went.
Yeah, and I saw Quag in there as well.
Yeah. Okay, and there goes Libs. It misses. All right. Sadat in our hand. Okay. Do we get anything to contest Europe? We do not. But we do have 5-year plan.
Yeah, 5 year planning away Europe is nice. It does mean we're going to have to give OAS early, which is pretty ugly.
Yeah, and boy, we do not have much in the way of ops to fill up our half of South America because we need to take Libya.
No.
Yeah, one small step is the headline, I guess. I wonder if. Oh, ooh,
Oof.
that because
So
that
that's going
takes
to
us
take
out
us
of the
out of
bottom
this
half of
southern
South.
South America. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Is there anything else? No, I think it's just that, right? That's what makes the most sense. It's just those three and then one out of wherever.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Wow,
and
fine.
yeah. So
Oh, that's
now,
actually annoying. That blocks 8.
oh, it does block Asia.
We have it in hand at least. So we know that it's not getting dropped on us.
Yeah, but we don't
But
have
it gets
ops.
harder to contest.
Camp
Yeah.
David is a problem for us. Sadat is obviously a problem for us. is our only free ops right now. And if we're gonna coup, we're
Do
gonna
you?
yeah.
I might just give up the coup here.
I
I
would
mean, just take
absolutely
back
give it up.
Lao. Like
Like
this,
we're
this is not going to work out for us
we're
anyway.
cooked in South
Yeah.
America anyway. Like we are cooked because we're giving up OAS here to 5 year plan away Europe.
Yeah. And what would we be that worried about him taking a coup on here? Like, and scored Angola? Who cares?
Yeah, Angola, Panama. What I mean, Egypt honestly would be a problem for us, but we have Sadat anyway.
Justin
Yep.
and viewers, I'm sorry. I will back in 1 minute. As many of you know, I have a very small baby and I need to do some baby assistance. So I'll be right back.
All right.
Um,
All right, JR. Thank you. Okay. So, flying solo for the time being. Zerun flips over Laos, which makes sense. It stops Asia Dom, and we don't have a path to get Asia Dom back. Camp David must take Libya. That's the only acceptable activity for Camp David, I think. Because I think we have to give all of these cards because we want a 5 year plan Europe. Yeah, I would have taken Laos back and given the coup. Yeah, I don't like giving China here because then you can't 5 year plan Europe. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, we want to space Camp David because we don't want to give up the VPs. We certainly don't want to give Camp David before Sadat is the other issue. Okay.
but mean that we're going to give Ask Not kind of early, right? Unless we're giving OAS on like turn 4 or something.
Yeah, I guess that's right. You got to get you. This is going to be a ridiculously early Kennedy.
Okay, with that, I mean, the Dream of Asia is just dead now, right? Like now
Yep.
we just dump this scoring because we're not scoring the Dom.
Dump. Yeah, absolutely dump Asia here. Take your 1 VP. Yeah, dump Asia. Take your 1. Then we're going to give a ridiculously early OAS, very early Kennedy to take Libya. And
score Asia and then give Kennedy next,
yeah,
to take Libya on AR4, which is just awful.
yeah. Now we've seen Missile Envy, but these early plays probably might strongly suggest. Also, 5 year plan I think is known, isn't it?
Yes, 5 year plan. We drew turn 1 and have not given.
Yeah. So 5 year plan. So okay, so there goes Southeast Asia. So yeah, we thought Asia was going to be a big number and Southeast Asia would be positive. Instead, Southeast Asia is negative, and Asia is only +1. Yeah, but now you have to give OAS and Kennedy.
Oh, double space. Okay.
You do have
I
double space.
wasn't thinking
I
about
would
that.
rather just
But then we
give
don't
it.
have enough. Yeah, we don't have enough ops. Like now we give OAS to put 1 in Libya and Sadat to put the second one in. Like
What are we?
this
What
is
are you
ugly.
worried about? What are you worried about opponent dumping? Yeah, I mean, yeah, no. Now we're presenceless in the Middle East.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to do
yeah,
this.
yeah.
And
I really think that we should have given Kennedy AR4 there, as ugly as that is. I mean, he would have discarded those two cards probably, but whatever.
yeah, then
Like you said,
blockade
what are
comes
we
back
that
to the
worried
late
about
war.
him?
Blockade can be
Yeah, well,
hugely. Blockade can decide games in the late war.
and this just has to be Libya. You have to
Yep.
ignore Mexico there. And you
Yep.
just, yep.
And then Sadat has to take Libya. We can't get one back into Egypt like we want to, and we could wind up dominated in the Middle East here. Now, so
It would be,
let's be fair to Poe here. This was a terrible hand. This was a terrible,
yeah, that
terrible,
hand.
terrible hand. But I think he could have managed it a lot better than he has.
I think that we probably should have gotten Asia Dom off. I think we should have offered the coup to retake the Asia Dom on AR1. And if opponent didn't take it, then fair enough. But if we'd just retake and allow Cambodia rather than take that 2-op coup on Venezuela, I think at least the scoreboard would be looking a good bit better right now.
Yeah, it would have also been more ops that Zerun would have had to spend if to get the because Southeast Asia scored this turn as well, so that could be two more
Yeah,
VPs we'd have saved.
but yes, I mean this was a horrific hand.
Yes, well, we're being a little bit tough on Poe. Okay, well, having to give Allende there is pretty bad too. Oh, and here's South America, and that's exactly the headline you don't want to see.
Yeah, I mean, so is this? You don't even really want to brush because you kind of want to brush Argentina, but you don't want to do that before Junta
Yeah, you
because
want to wait. You want Brush to trigger after Junta.
I guess it could just be how I learned.
How I learned to raise DEFCON. Maybe we get a coup. Yeah, how that's interesting. How I learned to raise DEFCON up. Okay, we hit the roll, but now we've given a coup target in South. We'd much rather, if we hadn't done that, the coup would have come in Central, right?
Yes,
And
and
then,
then
okay, all right, so that works out. Now EEU just takes both countries and we get away even. Okay, so that
yeah,
worked out. What I was worried about is because if you don't do that, you headline something else. I think that we would have just seen two in Central. We would have just seen a coup in Central, right?
yeah, I think that's most likely. I think maybe he goes to Chile and then coups in Central, but
Yep.
probably not.
Okay, immediate dump of Middle East scoring is interesting. Doesn't bother to take Dom. Our hand is terrible. Region for China again.
Yeah, I mean, we do have an unplayable grain in our hand. We're already at space 4, so
That's true. We have to
holding
give
at
away
least that. So
China.
we had to give Nixon.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give Nixon. So he decides he'd rather give up the two VPs. Yeah, I mean, you don't love that play because we don't have a follow up to it. But you had to give away China one way or the other.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this did make him spend some ops in Asia, but
I think I would have rather just given Nixon there right away, since unless we're planning on
yeah,
holding Nixon and grain.
have we seen cultural?
Yeah, no, I don't think we have.
Yeah, so that this might be one of those situations where you can sniff out that maybe a Nixon or something is coming, and you play that just to make him a little more uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's a big problem. And we're just putting two ops back in. That's all we can do.
Yeah, I mean now it's just Nixon, right?
Yep. Oh. But I mean, there's nothing Poe could have done. You can't just let him have Poland like that.
No.
I mean, I also think Poe should have put. I would have thought should have just put two of his own in Poland, because clearly, and then used Truman because clearly he didn't have a three to take it back. So maybe
Right.
Pota's going
Yeah,
to
I
have
do.
a guilt free too. Che is
Yeah, I mean,
not that bad here.
no, that didn't matter.
I would have just put the yeah. I don't know why he used Truman first.
Yeah, it's going to work out for him
It,
because we have to take care of our obligations here. But I agree. Just send it to 4 and then do that Truman play.
yep. And Warsaw is around, I believe. It might be
Would
discarded.
have again made, which again would have made that even stronger because I mean, the difference between 3-0 or 4-0 and 5-2 is huge when Warsaw could come back.
Yes. Okay, so turn 7, Fidel gives us central control.
There are no known scoring cards, right? Everything
Scorings
has been
are
scored.
gone. Yes, scorings are gone. Central was dumped with Omit. Europe was dumped with 5-year plan. But we still have an unspaceable grain. But now we have bear trap we can use to get rid of it, barring a purge. And I think this you have to do that, right? You self trap and dump grain, or do you
I think
space
so.
bear trap to try and get the 3 VPs and hold grain and just hope that somehow it goes away magically?
No, I think I would risk the bear trap on grain. We have a couple of 2-ops here that even if we miss one roll, it's not the end of the world.
Yep.
And when you get to a situation where you're missing 2 rolls, well, that sucks. You can't plan for that, I don't think. So
Yeah. Is this just a how I learned headline? Gets us to 5 mil ops, and then we can take North Korea back.
thinking about that.
5 mil ops in our hands. 5 mil ops and take North Korea back seems pretty good with arms race in our hand, particularly with arms
This
race
does
known in our hand.
probably this does give us Asia Dom back probably, or at least gets us into a spot to fight for it if we spend some of these in Asia, which I assume we are. Yeah,
Okay, I like that
but
use of. I like that use of decall, but now we don't if we don't want to give up a coup in Africa. Like I don't think I want those Southeast
yeah,
Asian countries enough to give up a coup in Africa.
yeah. I mean, you could take a big old coup on Nigeria, but
Yep, should have gone for the big old. But I guess yeah, you don't want to use the 4-op because you want to use the 4-op to take North Korea back. You want arms race for the event. Although arms race, I
yeah,
believe,
I
is
think
known, and we only have 2 mil ops now, as opposed to the 5 we would have gotten with how I learned. See, I think that decall could have been played in the middle of the turn, and it would have been
yeah, I think you're
just as
probably
effective.
right about that. I'm trying to think. What do you do now with Zerun? Like you kind of need to take your African battlegrounds back, but there's a lot of contested stuff on the board right now. Wow, I did not expect China there.
Yeah, I mean, I did because cultural, right? He's got cultural.
Oh, sure, but I mean, who cares about North Korea here, really, right? Like he can take that back, but if we take these one stab
Yeah,
countries,
I
we're gonna
I
have Asia
agree.
Dom. Like even if he takes,
I think I care less about giving up North Korea is bad, but getting the Southeast Asian countries, even with Southeast Asia scored, that's going to matter more for Asia Dom.
yeah, absolutely.
So he puts 2 into North
Like
Korea so that Zerun can't just take it with cultural.
right, but I don't know. I still think I would have rather had at least Vietnam or something.
Okay, yeah, and now he takes that back. Okay, so we can now take back North Korea.
Which we're kind of committed to doing.
Yeah, we also need to overprotect East Germany.
Yeah, especially if we're giving bear trap. I guess we do have China now. Although Usuri's unseen, right? So we're probably going to lose China.
Ooh, that's a huge redraw.
Yeah, that one hurts. We
Right?
do
That
get
that was a
arms race
redraw,
off though.
right? Yeah, it was a 5-year plan. Dumped it.
Yes. Okay, so the rest of this turn, I mean, it's it. If we're bear trapping, we have to do it this AR, right? Like
Yes,
that's when
yes, no question about it.
the other option would just be play Fidel space bear trap.
And
probably
hold
event
grain,
Willie.
boy, holding an unspaceable grain to the late war, even with China, I would much rather self trap. But I guess it depends on what we know is in it. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, I guess he's okay. Poe thinking, you know what? I have China, and I'll just deal with grain some other way.
It would have been nice to hit that so we were close to the discard
Yeah.
base. Ooh.
Ooh, that's
Well,
interesting.
okay. That'll solve that problem for us, I guess.
That
Right?
bothers me not at all, unless we get purged. Like that's fine. I just take a coup in Nigeria, right?
Yep.
Take a coup in Nigeria, eat a coup back. Okay, well, don't roll the one.
Yeah, that's not good. And now if he was a big one in Angola, we're looking down Africa control.
Yeah. Does he have gunmen? Yeah. Okay, he's got gunmen. That was the issue. He had gunmen. He didn't want to get rid of it. So we get another
Yeah, so
coup.
I mean now we're definitely rooting another one. Rooting for the trap, right? We hope to see the trap because
I mean, we now again. So central, we're gonna get central control here momentarily because you've got to. You have to trigger Fidel, right? Like you can't play Fidel for ops.
it has to be an event.
I guess. Yeah. Yeah. You probably had to do that, right? Because if we're gonna get bear trapped, you
Yeah,
just
that's
lose the
true. Bear trap,
game.
he just flips it over
Yeah.
and he's up enough on the board he could have flipped it and been fine. But it's getting a little hard to see how Poe wins this game now. The board does not look good. Gunman is gone. Okay, that's getting a path back open to us.
Okay, we get the scoring we want. Asia's a big number. It's 9 now, right?
Something like
And we
that,
have
yeah.
headline peak.
So,
Um,
assuming we can get it off, it's just Asia in the headline, right?
yeah, Pershing is nice, but flipping Italy doesn't really do much since we've lost Poland. Yeah, but yeah, this is just an
Yeah,
Asia headline. Yeah,
yeah,
Asia headline, and then we dump grain. I'm a little surprised that line of play from Zerun, given that he knows we have grain and that it's unspaceable, right?
yeah, yeah. He should.
Okay, so
So this is just a Panama coup,
yeah, it worked
maybe.
out great for Zerun though because Poe tried 2 coups in Nigeria and rolled ones on both of them.
Yeah, and this is probably just a Panama coup here. I would think.
Yep. I mean, you could go Angola, protect South Africa.
Yeah, that's fair as well. I guess it depends. If I have a 3 or a 4, I might take Panama.
Also, apologies, folks. I don't know what the tie rules are in Chinese League, but that could be a consideration for Zerun because Poe is at +6. Oh, gonna go Argentina. Well, it doesn't matter. Missed on the roll entirely.
Yeah, so I mean, does that suggest to you that he might have South America scoring
Yeah,
because he has a
I would
little
have
bit of
preferred
weird
Angola or
comparatively.
Panama. I think.
Unfortunately, Lad C here just does not matter.
Yeah, it
You can
doesn't do
event
much
that, but he
for
just won't
us.
discard.
I don't know why we needed that coup in Cameroon. I guess we needed Millops, but I would have rather realigned South Africa. I think.
Yeah, I was also considering you could have evented Pershing or IP War to immediately put the War Games pressure on.
Yeah, maybe he does something uh, suboptimal to get the war games pressure off.
Yeah, like you could definitely see a world where you play Pershing instead of fixing Italy, he scores a point.
Yeah, see, maybe he triggers Iron Lady there for the event.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I don't. I just realign.
2 targets, Justin.
Okay, all right. So he set up the second realign target. Yeah, and now this one's gonna
I'm
work too.
guessing you have to do.
Okay.
Nope. I was gonna say you had to do Nigeria first for sure.
Yeah. No, you're right because
It worked out.
South Africa will be there. Okay, we knew that was coming. EEU has to go to space, but yeah, okay, we'll take Nigeria. All right, so Poe worked hard there in Africa to get multiple targets. I mean, he could have just realigned South Africa because we only needed one battleground, but okay, it pays off for him. Flips over Nigeria. Still, he is in some trouble though. Europe situation is really bad, but hitting this space roll would be very large. And I guess Pershing is an
Yeah,
AR-7 play here.
yeah. I like the Pershing AR-7, and yeah, hitting spatial. We're up 8. We have 2 regions. Oh,
Woof.
huh.
Well, we're losing Mexico.
Yep. Maybe he was hoping to bait him into retaking Mexico there,
Yeah.
but
Well, yeah, you
this
suggested he
was a
might have
good
South
play.
America. The coup in Argentina does.
So would you play Pershing? Would you play Pershing here, or would you just space EEU in your last AR?
I think I'd get rid of EEU.
That's
I
where
want
I
that
am
out
as
of my
well.
hand, and I want those 3 VPs. Still doesn't get it.
Nope.
Okay, he did have South America.
And yep, there it was.
And there's War Games. OPEC is
OPEC
1. Pershing is 1.
Pershing is 1.
Again, folks, I apologize. I don't know what the tiebreaker rules are. And okay, well, forget about that.
Oh,
Forget
so
about
now it's
that.
just Pershing take Italy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess, but that still doesn't stop Dom. Yeah, Junta might be better. Flipping over Mexico, I think is better than flipping over
But
Italy, especially with teardown in
but then
our
I mean,
hand.
if we go junta, if we coup Mexico, we have to get it. Otherwise, we're just letting him realign us because he's already in Guatemala, though,
No,
right?
can't coup Mexico. Got to coup Guatemala.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay, yes. Okay, never mind. This is fine. I like this. I forgot Duck was lowering DEFCON. Yeah. Okay, I like this in coup Guatemala. This is fine.
And then we'll take. Wait a minute. Is there still a path? OPEC is 1. Space is 3, and Pershing is 1.
Yeah,
You could
it
also use
would
Che
have
to
been
make
a
OPEC 2.
tough needle to thread. Yeah, and I mean taking Iraq there would have made sense anyway. I don't think it would be screaming
Yeah, I don't
OPEC.
think I would have used Reagan Bomb there. I think I would have used Missile Envy. If Missile Envy is not is I don't know if Missile Envy is safe or not. I don't think it is.
I'm trying to think. We saw We Will Bury You on. It might have been turn 7 though. Or no, I don't think it was. It was on the turn of Flower Power.
Okay. So big coup there in Guatemala. Yeah, you could have gone just balls to
That
the wall
should
for war
secure
games,
Mexico.
but you do have 2. Yeah, do you have 3 DOMs on the board now? Okay, there's a jam. That's an OPEC fix.
Yep.
You're not going to be able to hold war games,
And
and now we officially cannot get to 6 unless Zerun scores something for us. Okay.
yeah, this is a guy who has Central in his hand. I think. I don't mind just overprotecting this and saying stop, score your
I
scoring now.
mean, yeah, but we can still get Panama. Still might get jammed. Yeah, we can't hold war games, so it's fine to use war games. But I don't think there's any. I don't think we need to overprotecting. It doesn't do that much, right? Because
Yeah,
Panama can still
that's
get
fair.
jammed.
And would you 5-year plan Missile Envy out of your hand at the end of the turn here just to not have to hold that
Okay, there's miscellaneous. So
anymore?
war games
Oof.
wasn't happening anyway. Okay, well that answers that.
Okay.
We Will Bury You was gone. Okay,
Oh,
so
he
this
did.
is safe.
Yeah, yeah.
Aldrich, that's uninspiring. Yeah,
One small step, I
just one small.
guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it is nice that he can't hold Aldrich now. He can't use that on turn 10 to
Yeah.
dump something.
Okay. Now we're.
And one small step is not nothing because it means we get to keep Headline Peak,
Yeah.
which we would have almost certainly lost.
Ooh, big roll.
Oof.
Again, he misses on space.
So doing some quick math right now, I have Zerun at 11, counting China, 2 on the board, 5 in Europe, 3 in Middle East, and then China. And then Po has, what is it, 9 in Asia and 4 in Africa? So
Yep.
he's winning by like a VP?
Yep.
Oh, 8.
He's
He
up a
heard me
VP, which
talking.
is going to
I'm
become
glad.
2 with Pershing.
So it's actually 8. Yeah, it's very close. Very
Yep.
close.
I like the 1 VP, even though it doesn't stop Dom and it potentially allows real lines in Guatemala. I think you take your 1 there.
He probably just, yeah, fixed it.
Oh, and here's
Okay,
a monster.
Muslims? Pretty
Oh
big.
boy. What
Holy
a
cow,
monster.
this hand's huge. Okay, now I'm thinking I'd rather be Poe here. I mean, so is the headline here Purge? I think it
I
is. Oh,
think it's
that's nothing. Who
Purge.
cares about Solidarity?
I think you want to use Reformer. Well, you do have to worry about Glasnost. So Glasnost is out there. But Reformer's not active right now. It doesn't do a ton. Um,
What's your coup target here? Are you going Brazil?
uh, yeah, I guess. Or is it Reformer to Italy to France, and then you take Italy and threaten to take France, and then you coup.
I'm a big fan of purging on turn 10,
Yeah,
though. I
I
mean,
like I
it's
like
so
purge. The
painful.
issue is if you purge, and Zerun has Glasnost, he's probably using it AR1. Yeah, Solidarity does nothing there.
Yeah, no one cares about that. Okay, so he's going to split the middle.
I don't understand why West Germany and not France.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because if he just takes Italy and leaves France, I mean, you could even brush Italy
Yeah, I
if you
think
take
I
France.
just coup here, right? We're not losing.
He is
Zerun is not
purged.
losing both of these countries. I think I just coup Angola here.
Well, are you sure about that? I mean, you're under purge. Like, if he doesn't have a lot of ops, he could definitely lose both of these countries.
Yeah, I guess. But man,
But
flipping
so
over.
Muslim here, it gets us. Muslim here would get us Iran, and it'll get us Egypt because Zerun does not have adjacency
Yes,
to
he does.
Egypt.
He does.
Oh no, he does. He does. You're right. In Africa,
Okay, so we just
oof,
lost our Africa
that's
Dom.
big.
That's a 5 VP swing. But now we can take Italy and we can put 2 into West Germany. Okay, and now Zerun can't take back West Germany fully.
We're really gonna need this brush war to hit, I think, somewhere.
Yeah. So we gave up 5. We just gave up 5 VPs in Africa. Um, we could get 7 back in Europe. We could, but that's going to require a lot of ops. Okay, he's going to just give up on this and he's going to do the realigns.
Wow.
Brush. This is huge. Oh, that's a disaster.
Oh, yeah. That's quite bad. And you'd have to assume if he has either scoring, you would see it right here.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. We don't need to take West Germany. We just need to make sure that Zerun doesn't get it.
Right, because we aren't ever getting. Well, no, we're not ever getting Tom.
No, we will not get Dom. Okay, so Muslims is. I was going to say you could use Muslims to take West Germany, but Muslims much better as an event. Okay, UN is just a one-op. Yeah, that I don't think. I think we ignore that. Do we just play Muslims here?
Think I would event Muslims here. Yep, I would do that.
So board math again. Asia at 9. Middle East is
It was 8.
2.
It just showed.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, but Middle East, we should get Dom. Like,
Yeah.
we'll just pop 1 and 2. Syria.
Yeah, Middle East. So that's a dozen for Po. Zerun with 3 in Central and 4 in Africa, plus 1 on the board is 8. Po is ahead here. So the question is, can Zerun get Europe Dom back, or can he do something else? Can he do something
If he
fun
really
with that
wants
last
to,
play?
he
Okay,
could
just gonna
take
do
Europe
this.
with China. Yeah.
Okay. So now Zerun with 6 in Europe, 3 in Central, 4 in Africa. So that's 13. These are huge. Oh, and he misses. Okay. Oh, he gets the second one. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah. So Zerun with 11 in Asia, Middle East. Yeah. Europe is 9. Africa's even. Oh boy. Spaced 5-year plan to try and get the VPs. Doesn't get it. Okay.
Camp David also bad here.
Yeah, Camp David's very bad, and so Po needs to take. He needs got to take a Middle East Dom.
Ops.
Yeah. Also, the other thing, a poke of India is 5 VPs. Right?
Oof, yeah, it is.
Yeah, so
and South Korea though, so I don't think you're protecting.
You can't
both,
overprotect.
probably.
Yeah. I mean, a poke of Laos is 4 VPs, so there's no use overprotecting. Europe is 6, Central 3, 1 on the board. Africa's even, so that's 10, right, for Zerun. And then 9 in Asia, 2 in the Middle East is 11, plus 1 is China, that's 12. So if the game ends at this exact moment, Po wins by 2. But Zerun has 2 ARs to Po's 1. They are purged ARs, though.
Yeah, and it's only 8 in Asia. He just showed it. It was only 8. So he's up by 1 VP.
That's right, 8. Okay, you're right. Sorry, it's not 9. It's 8. So he's up 8. So he's up by 1 VP. So I think it's going to come down to, does Po have a guilt-free 3 to poke Asia? It's one of those cards, a guilt-free 3 that can then become a guilt-free 2.
If Po takes Syria and pokes France, he then needs a 4-op, right? Because you have to repair France.
That's true. Yes.
1-op.
Poke of France or West Germany is fine too. The question is, what
is there anything else on the board?
On this AR?
Right.
Like taking South Africa is no, that's just a 1-op. That's not going to do it.
Oh, that's nothing.
Okay, Poe's still up by 1. If he takes Syria, that means he's up by 3. And if he pokes France, that means he's up by 8. Right? And then...
Which then he can repair...
a France fix and a South Africa fix.
He can repair... Right. Yeah, a France fix and South Africa fix would...
Yeah, just South Africa...
That would make it a loss.
If you do this, then
it
goes back to guilt-free 3, right? Just a poke of India is all he needs.
Yeah, just a poke in Asia. Yeah, exactly. Oh.
That's nasty. That is nasty.
And that costs minimum 2 to get your presence back. Even
Yeah, so that
that's probably the
that's a
play.
5 VP play. We've said Poe is
Then
up by
Africa, he
1.
could take South Africa. Yeah,
This would make him up 6. So, oh yeah, okay. So I think he needs a 4 now. Poe is up 6. A poke of India is just 5.
15.
I think he needs to take South Africa and Jordan. He's got to have a 4, right? Because South Africa is
Poke in
4.
Asia is worth more than Jordan, right?
Oh yes, yes,
If he
that's
had a
correct.
4,
Correct.
poking
Yes.
India and South Africa. If he doesn't have a 4, I think he loses. I don't even think there's a way to miracle realign your way into a
Yeah.
win.
No, I agree. Yes, a poke. One South Africa, poke India. That's a great
Yeah.
play
And
from
if
Poe. I did not see that.
Yeah, and if you don't have a 4, I think you just lose, right? Like I don't see a way to win this game without a 4.
Yeah, because you don't have. I guess if you dislodged him from Angola at -3, and then dislodged him from to get Africa Dom, and then dislodged him from Panama for an additional 2, that'd be good enough. But both of those are
Sure.
big minus. You need not quite a 6-1, but almost.
Yeah.
Zerun
And
running
you
out of
probably have
time.
like if you're doing that, it's because you don't have, and if you're doing that, it's because you don't have a 4 up. So you have to do both of those in one roll.
Yeah, yeah. Did he save a guilt free for AR7? If he did, yeah, easy. South Africa poke of India is GG. Or I mean, if obviously he has VOA, but I don't think. But VOA is not around.
I think we saw that.
Yeah,
That came out. He did that Central South America play with it.
yeah. Zerun out of time. 10 seconds. Quagmire's not enough. Yeah, that's his best play.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What a game. 1 VP win for
Wow.
Poe.
And
Wow. What
that was
a
his best
game.
play with a 2 op.
Yes.
There's nothing else he could do there. I
Yeah.
don't
That
think.
was definitely his best possible play with a 2 op. And that's all he could have done. And yeah, just stopping Middle East presence and taking Dom at the same time was better. Um, but and yeah, I think Middle East Dom. Yeah, Middle East Dom and poke France wasn't enough because then you repair France and he takes South Africa, and that's
Yeah,
not
correct.
enough.
That he had to do the play that he did to win that game. So good job to him for finding that one.
Yeah, Poe. I guess Poe could have jammed France, right? Because jamming
Yes, then he
France was
needs a
5,
4 op.
right? If Poe had jammed 2 into France, because he was already up 1, right? Then Poe could have still done that, but or taken South Africa, but it still would have been the same.
Yeah, I think that's right.
That would have worked too, but just 1 into France was no good. Okay, wow.
So with that game, does that mean that was the semifinals, right? So did Poe advance to the Chinese League finals there?
I believe that he did, um, but I am not 100% certain. So Anton might give us that context. Oh, also, I don't want to get into trouble here, but I do want to promote RTSL signups. I was supposed to do that in the introduction and completely forgot about it. So sorry about that, folks. Yes, RTSL signups are happening now. We have it was a great RTSL season 2025. We hope to have 2 RTSL seasons in 2026. So signups for 2026A are underway. Hope you will join. It's a 4-tier league. It's great for playing against players of your own skill level and moving up with promotion and relegation. So hope you'll join for that. But this was a really interesting game. JR, any final thoughts before we wrap up?
No, it was a great game. thanks to the Chinese guys for sending this one over. As we all know, it's about to be the Chinese century, so good to see what they're doing over there.
Yes, yes, indeed. Okay, that's going to do it for our Twilight Struggle game. Thank you to Po for sharing the video. Thanks, JR, for joining me on commentary. Thanks to Anton Scott, our executive producer, keeping us online and on the air. Thanks most of all to you for listening. We hope you enjoyed this game as much as we hope we enjoyed bringing it home to you. But until next time, for JR Jones, for Anton Scott, this is Justin Abramson signing off for now. That was fun, but now it's done. So long, everybody.